How's it going, my peeps? And I bring you the return of the Damien Sandow vs Ignoramuses series. It's a series I started back in WB12. It's really simple. It's me playing as Damien Sandow facing off against guys online. It's not necessarily cheap players or glitchers or hackers. It's just me playing as Damien Sandow versus random guys online. It's that simple, really. There's no you know, in-depth reason for the series or anything like that. I just like playing as Damien Sandow, fan of Damien Sandow. Thought I'd start a series of me just playing as Damien Sandow versus other so-called ignoramuses. And in this case, it's Dude Love. If you watched the previous episodes of Damien Sandow vs ignoramuses, or maybe if you haven't watched them, I played guys such as Seamus. You know, I'm talking about the in-game characters here. Seamus, some random ignoramus created character, and a 50 Cent created character. Yeah, Damien Sandow versus 50 Cent. You can check those out by simply going on my channel, typing in Damien Sandow versus ignoramus, or actually in the description of this video. So right under this video, you should see a Damien Sandow versus ignoramus kind of image. Click on that and it'll show you the 3 previous episodes. So yeah, there aren't that many episodes. You know, I started the series maybe I think towards the end of WD12, or you know, close to WD13 coming out or something like that. So there weren't that many episodes. I was always planning on bringing it back though once WD13 came out and they announced that Damien Sandow would indeed be a part of the game, not initially as, you know, one of the in-game characters that are already included in the video game, but as DLC. So yeah, I was just waiting for the DLC to come out. It's out now. It's actually been out for a little over a month, I think, or a month, whatever. And yeah, now I'm getting around to making episodes of this. It's real simple to make an episode of this, unlike exposing the glitchers or something like that. By the way, for those of you who are wondering why I'm not posting up exposing the glitchers, why I haven't posted that up in such a long time, I think it was last time I posted that up was back in SVR 2011. By the way, for those of you who are new subscribers, new viewers, maybe you don't know what exposing the glitchers is. Actually, it's more so exposing the hackers, but I mean, it's too late to change the name now, so you can call exposing the glitchers and hackers. It's pretty much me facing off against hackers slash glitchers, you know, using exploits in the game, whatever. And I just face off against them and post up a video of that, of my reaction, me facing off against them, whether I win or lose. And people found that pretty entertaining. Now, the reason why I haven't posted that up in a long time, it's real simple, guys. I ran into some hackers back in WD12. Thing is, though, those episodes are like 20 minutes long or so, so I didn't post those up as new exposing the glitchers episodes. I feel 20 minutes long or whatever is a bit too long for that. And while exposing the glitchers was probably the most, I guess, liked series that, well, people liked or whatever that I made, yeah, you know, even if you guys enjoy that, I think 20 minutes would have been, you know, way too long of a video, unless I like made a highlight out of the video, which is actually not that bad of an idea. But yeah, as far as this year's game, thing is, ever since really SVR 2011, I really reduced the amount of matches, online matches I join with created characters on. The issue with that is hackers are found. You find hackers a lot more when you go into matches with created characters on. So far, playing this game, I don't think I've ran into a hacker yet. As far as I remember, actually, if I did run into a hacker, I'd probably record that and post it up if it was, you know, a reasonable amount of time. But I don't remember running into any hackers so far. Actually, I think I've only played one match, or maybe two, but I think it was just one match with created characters on. I just joined the matchup. It was a created character. It was against this guy using the spear. Freaking, I think he was spamming it a lot. It was a pretty annoying matchup. So, you know, since that matchup, I've kind of been avoiding, you know, created character matches. Well, actually, I've been avoiding them for a long time, but since retrying it for that match, it really didn't encourage me to join some other matches with created characters on. But I might try and do that too. just to bring back Exposing the Glitchers, because I personally like that series too. I think it was definitely a pretty unique series at the time for, you know, any WWE game. And it just made for funny videos or fun videos to watch. They weren't necessarily the best to play or the funnest to play, just because when you're playing a hacker, you're at an unfair advantage. They might, like, I don't know, do some hack, or they're like invincible or pin you. In some cases, actually pin you, and you can't kick out. I think I posted up an Exposing the Glitchers episode where somebody pinned me, and I couldn't kick out. The pin meter didn't even appear, so it's pretty much a guaranteed victory for the guy. And that was like back in SVR 2011. Not sure if they can still do that in W13. I wouldn't know, since, like I said, I haven't played any, you know, matches with creative characters on. By the way, tip for you guys, you know, who are running into hackers a lot, just turn superstars, creative characters off, and you should be fine. You might, obviously, you can run into some cheap players with, you know, superstar, not superstars, if we can create content off. That doesn't stop you from running into cheap players who are gonna spam some moves, or maybe do something unblockable or something like that several times. But it really decreases by a huge margin the chance of you finding or running into any hackers. So yeah, that's Deagle's tip of the day, I guess. So my videos are not only to get online matches, but they're also educational. Not really, you know, I don't consider anything regarding to, you know, a tip on a video game educational. It's a freaking tip on a freaking video game. It's not really gonna get you anywhere. But anyways, I had some fun playing this matchup against this guy playing as Dude Love. Right here, yep, he counters my move, and he's about to hit his finisher, the double underhook DDT. And right here, I actually didn't go for the pin, so I was kind of surprised at that. But whatever, it's all good. He looks like, you know, he wants to work more on my limbs or whatever, damage me more, and then maybe go for the victory. So right here, I think he actually connects with the steel chair. At this point, maybe I think I hit the guy with 2 finishers and he kicked out. Not really sure, since I haven't been really paying attention to the gameplay that much. But speaking of, you know, these pins and all, you know, I really think they should fix, or not so much fix, but balance the pin system in next year's game. See, the thing is, as it stands right now, actually since maybe W12, I believe, or SVR 2011, the breaking point submission system has been, it's a lot easier to get a victory with a breaking point submission than to get a victory by pinfall. When it comes to pinfall victories, it really depends on if, you know, the other player is skilled at, you know, getting that bar, timing it like perfectly right, so he, you know, kicks out. Sometimes the pin meter bar is, you know, moving slowly, sometimes it's moving fast, sometimes that little blue bar you gotta reach is close, sometimes it's far away, sometimes it's in the middle. But generally speaking, people will kick out more than they'll, I guess, get out of submission holds. It's a lot easier to kick out than to, you know, not tap out, because pretty much if your limb, your head, or your arm, whatever is red, damaged to the max, and your opponent is locking on a submission on that specific limb, it's pretty much a guarantee you'll lose. I've seen some cases, some rare cases where people have been damaged to the max and have still kicked out, but that's rare. And usually when that happens, not kicked out, sorry, but gotten out of the submission hold. It's not something you see often, but I just saw it recently. I was refereeing a match, a submission match between somebody from my friend list playing as Daniel Bryan and this other guy playing as Chris Jericho. And Daniel Bryan kept putting on submission after submission after submission on Chris Jericho, you know, locking on the no lock and the guillotine choke, but Chris Jericho would just not tap out, even though he was like probably, most likely, I'm pretty sure he was, damaged to the max. And the guy playing as Chris Jericho also had a lower submission attribute, because he was using the Attitude Era. Chris Jericho was, I believe, a lower submission attribute than Daniel Bryan in the video game. So pretty much, I think this should balance it out, where submissions are as hard to get as pinfall victories, or pinfall victories are as easy to get as submissions. I don't know, some sort of, you know, balance with these two. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the matchup. I hope you guys enjoyed the return of Damien Sandow versus Ignoramuses, and if you did, as always, you can click that like button. I'd really appreciate it, and at the same time, it shows me that you guys enjoy the videos, which in turn makes me provide you guys with more content. With that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.